WTKR News 3. News 3 This Morning starts right now.
We are leaving this Commonwealth better than it was when we came into office.
The final address, Virginia's governor grades himself on the past 4 years, and as he leaves office, how do you rate Ralph Northam's term? Plus,
the badge is supposed to be a symbol of trust.
but this morning, is that trust broken? A bombshell report accusing the Virginia Beach Police Department of faking documents, their punishment, and the chief's defense of his officers. And this morning, the first warning storm team is already tracking the next big chill moving in. We are updating the timing of what's headed our way, including the rain and snow threat. We've been watching that for days, so we'll get an update on that coming up this half hour. It is 4:30. Good morning. I'm Blaine Stewart. Definitely not as cold as it has been over the past few days, but you still will need the big coat this morning. Let's say hello to meteorologist Miles Henderson. He's at the First Warning Weather Center with an early check of our Thursday forecast. Hi, Miles.
Good morning. I feel like this time of year we always have to kind of split hairs on cold versus really cold. And this morning we're seeing some 30s, a few 20s inland, like 28 for Chesapeake, 26 for Franklin and Ahoskie. We're at 33 in Virginia Beach this morning. Same story for Norfolk, right at the freezing point for Moyock. So may see a little frost in the windshield again this morning, but shouldn't be quite as much as yesterday. Speaking of yesterday, here's a look at our 24-hour temperature change. You see most of us +5 to +10, so 5 to 10 degrees warmer than yesterday morning, even though it may not feel like it out there. This afternoon, we'll head to the upper 40s and low 50s, very close to normal or average for this time of year. Look for some clouds to build in. We're going to see a mix of partly cloudy skies this morning to mostly cloudy skies by this afternoon. Rain chances slim. You see a couple of showers just off the coastline, 10, maybe 20% chance for something to sneak in along the coast, but most of us will be dry today. So there's that mix of clouds, very slim rain chance, going from those 20s and 30s this morning to the low 50s by this afternoon. Winds today will be light and shifting from southwest to southeast at around 5 to 10. Coming up, we'll take a closer look at the messy weather set to move in this weekend.
It is now 4:32. Now to the big story this morning, an investigation into the Virginia Beach Police Department. The Attorney General accusing the department of using forged documents claiming to be from the State Department of Forensic Science for interrogations. Zach Dahlheimer from the News 3 Investigates team with the report and the reaction.
We've been combing through the details, including this agreement that came after the investigation. Now, we're told this practice was found in April of last year when an assistant Commonwealth's attorney requested the Department of Forensic Science to give a certified copy of a forged document that their office never created or knew about.
The badge is supposed to be a symbol of trust.
News 3 crime analyst and retired police officer Rick James reacting to the news of Attorney General Mark Herring securing policy changes from Virginia Beach Police after an investigation by the Virginia Office of Civil Rights found forged documents used in interrogations.
This investigation and the findings under this investigation will take a hit on the Virginia Beach Police Department public trust.
According to Herring's office, this all took place from March 2016 through February 2020. The report saying Virginia Beach Police used forged documents claiming to be from the state's Department of Forensic Science to get confessions or cooperation during interrogations. Officials with Herring's office tell me they believe the tactic was used in at least 5 instances, one of them involving a document presented to a court during bond proceedings. They also say the fake documents generally claim to show that a person's DNA implicated them in a crime. In a statement, Herring saying in part, this was an extremely troubling and potentially unconstitutional tactic that abused the name of the Commonwealth to try to coerce confessions. The Office of Civil Rights proposed a consolation agreement to stop this practice and enact policy reforms. Among the changes and reforms required by the agreement, Virginia Beach Police must issue a Department General order mandating all sworn personnel immediately stop the use of any inauthentic certificates of analysis, DFS letterhead, or templates used to make inauthentic documents, and ban personnel from making or using any inauthentic or altered certificates, letterhead, or formats of any department outside the agency. The department must also ensure all in-service training of sworn personnel regarding interrogations includes training on the prohibition against use of forged documents, and must immediately investigate any alleged use of forged documents and report the findings to the Office of Civil Rights within 5 days of its conclusion. Meanwhile, Virginia Beach police tell us Police Chief Paul Newdigate was notified by DFS about his department's potential use of a replica DFS certificate during a criminal investigation and eventually started an internal investigation. Virginia Beach police say Newdigate issued a directive mandating the department stop using any replica DFS certificates of analysis. They added the department started their own internal investigation, reviewing 9,600 criminal cases, and found a total of 5 instances from 2016 to 2020 where inauthentic replica certificates were used. Also, the department says the Attorney General found no reasons to believe the use of replica certificates went any further than the 5 instances found, or the practice remains ongoing. Virginia Beach police also adding, though this practice during interrogations has consistently been found to be constitutional by both the Virginia Supreme Court and the United States Supreme Court, Virginia Beach police took immediate and proactive steps to address this very limited interrogation technique, which they felt, though legal, was not in the spirit of what the community expects of their police department. Herring's office says the terms of this agreement are in effect for at least 2 years. Now, I'm told by officials with this office, if Virginia Beach violates this agreement, the Office of Civil Rights can look to have a court enforce this agreement and order compliance. In Virginia Beach, Zach Dahlheimer, News 3.
You can read more on that state report as well as the full response from Virginia Beach Police right now inside Zach's story on the main page of WTKR.com. It is 4:36 this morning. 3 people are fighting for their lives, the victims of a shooting in Portsmouth. Police tell the News 3 newsroom this happened last night on Victory Boulevard, not too far from Deep Creek Boulevard. The 3 victims, 1 woman and 2 men, are now being treated at an area hospital. In the meantime, we do have an update this morning on another shooting investigation in Portsmouth we told you about Tuesday here on News 3. Portsmouth police now releasing a picture of a suspect in the case. Get a good look at your screen. This is all from a call for a gunshot victim on Portsmouth Boulevard near Effingham Street. Earlier this week, a man was badly hurt. The suspect last seen driving that blue Honda car you see on your screen right there. If you know anything about the car, the man in the other picture, or the shooting on Victory Boulevard, call police or the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP. It is 4:37 as one governor prepares to make his exit from office, another getting ready to take the reins. Virginia Governor Ralph Northam's final State of the Commonwealth address and how his neighbors in Hampton Roads are grading his performance. Coming up. But first, a live look along the Virginia Beach oceanfront this morning. Miles Henderson updating the weekend chance for rain, snow, and whatever else may come our way. The Super 7-day forecast to help you plan is straight ahead.